abusiafo ya mamu nyina kwa abakɛseɛ biom de ba Davcadotv channel no so wɔ ha se na sɛ ɛnɛ yɛ first time a wohwɛ any of our content a yɛbɛsrɛ sɛ wobɛ subscribe to the channel na afei nso no wɔmmea notification bell no so sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ ade biara da no yɛde content no tum a wo nso wanya notification no wɔ inbox mu privately na biribiara ayɛ fɛ wɔ hanom se na the next video anaasɛ the next content a yɛba bɛboa ma wo yɛbɛsrɛ wo sɛ wobɛtake wo time anaasɛ wobɛnya berɛ no watena ase na watie emu nsɛm no yie paa because ɛho hia na yɛ senior man Sammyflex ɛna ɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu anaasɛ ɔde naseɛ kɛseɛ ɛma Shattawale ne ne fans a wɔwɔ wiase nyinaa because of sɛ yɛma no shout out ɛwɔ unicorn nnwom no na Shattawale drop is a unicorn nnwom wei some few days ago as the first single drop for 2023. Na Sammyflex esanso kumu deep the spiritual connections grandpa was a unicorn enyumnum and also the fact that they be can say it was no musician is a dumb person and I say was say yedi inini and I say respect Emma musicians are more krum and I say musicians are more you are seeing now because they are special people of whom say ubi yesi ubi a musician na nipa no enye dumb person nipa no a special person aha and odi trace it to songwriting skills ni nyama nyina no di hu se wohwe mu yi kra Kofi Kinata mu nenti a mutime giro mo na so wini songwriter of the year to so ni nyama Shattawale mu ene na sefo no hu se it's because of what some special grace bia ewo so nti odi echire ekogogo because of say Shattawale can say have you read about unicorn ni nyama no or the echire ko gogo and okobisa gogo say what who are unicorns like unicorns crampo no then and go read a little about it or be share the experience ni bibia na me pese me bo video no ma na me bo audio no ma na wan kasa wontie na utie wi a ye share comment section no na ye nto ato adwen e wo ho.
And he gives us a beautiful song called Unicorn. Then in the story, or in the song, let me put it that way, in the song, whilst giving accolades to himself for everything that he has been able to achieve, he talks about, have you read about the unicorn? Do you know the story of the unicorn? In talking about unicorns, not long ago, my second daughter, Julia, celebrated her birthday on 9th January. So 9th January, her mom calls me that Julia says she wants a unicorn cake. And that is how the story is so beautiful to me. Julia says she wants a unicorn cake. Like, I always ask myself, these children, where do they get some things? Like, they hear some things and they follow them in a more surprising way. Julia said he wanted a unicorn cake. I did not even pay attention to find out because I know the unicorn, a creature like a horse donkey. That is what I know. Like, okay, the unicorn, a creature like a horse donkey. I said, okay, so we look for money. Got a unicorn cake for Julia. Maybe I'll find a cake picture and show it to you. Got the unicorn cake for Julia, and that was it. So, unicorn cake, and the next time I come and there's a unicorn song. And listening to the song, Shattawale talks about, do you know about the unicorn? Have you read the story about the unicorn? So just this afternoon, whilst I was thinking about, okay, I want to appreciate Shattawale for also mentioning my name in a song. And that is something I wanted to do that. Okay, after giving me that mention, it is not easy. I really appreciate it. I even wrote it on my social media platforms. And if you've not followed me on my social media platforms, please do. On Instagram, I am Sammyflex. That is SAMMYBAAH and Flex, FLEX. It is a verified account. So if you've not followed me there today, let it be the chance to go follow me there on Instagram, on Twitter, Sammyflex, and then on Facebook, you can still follow Sammyflex TV, or better still, Samuela Tobiban, which is also a verified page, and on Facebook. That is how we can play. The other platforms, not so serious or business platforms, so it is just for fun. If you get a chance and you meet me there, that's fine. So I wrote on my socials that, yeah, I appreciate Shattawale for mentioning my name on the unicorn song, or in the unicorn song, because I look around him, the number of people he knows, the thousands of people he knows from around the world. If he takes a pen to write and he remembers your name to mention in that song, then it means at that time you were somebody special. It means at that time you were someone unique. So I just decided, okay, he needs some appreciation for mentioning my name. But whilst there, I said, okay, because the song talks about unicorn, and even in the song he asked that, have you read about the unicorn? I said, just that. So let me go and find out what these unicorns or what the unicorn is about before I come to the studio to do the recording. And it's, especially if you're in our field, you talk to people at any time when you are talking about something, you need to do a little bit of information finding before you take your seat. I went to Google, searched for, like, I just wrote about unicorns, and the information that came about, I was just wow, I was just marveled, like, wow. Once again, it confirms my position that if you are an artist and you are dumb, you can never write good songs. If you are an artist and you are not intelligent, you can never write good songs. So let me read some of the things I found trying to read about the unicorns to you. It says unicorns are mythical creatures, and when we say something is mythical, like things that you are not so sure whether they exist or not, things sometimes you might think that, okay, out of imaginations they exist, you are not so sure, you've not seen them. That is what it means to say mythical. It says unicorns are mythical creatures that typically resemble a horse with a long straight horn on its head. In Western culture, they are traditionally completely white, but in recent years, they are often embellished with a rainbow-colored mane and tail, as well as a variety of other colors. Then I did another search, and I asked that, why is unicorn so special? Or better still, what is so special about unicorns? Then it says that it is the single majestic horn said to be imbued with magical powers. Whilst I was finding out what makes unicorn so special, it says it is the single majestic horn said to be imbued with magical powers that gives a unicorn its unique identity. The earliest unicorns appeared in Mesopotamian artwork and were also featured in ancient myths of China and India. In other readings, it says that the unicorn, it's even believed to be able to heal sick people. Like if you are sick and you happen to have any encounter with a unicorn, the unicorn can heal you. Another reading also says that if the unicorn puts the horn, the single horn, in a poisoned water and you even drink it, you will not die, because it is believed that the unicorn's horn, the one single horn, will take the poison or will clear the poison away from the water, that you can drink it without dying. And it also says that the unicorn animal is very pure, as in terms of purity. It is so pure and it's graced, like it has some grace on it. So I read all this and I said, so guys, hold on. What does it mean that Shattawale, as a writer, took his time, read about all these things before he went to the studio to record? At what point was he doing that? Doing all these reading? At what point did he sit down to go read about a unicorn? Like, this is something historical, like mythical. A musician with so many people around him, with so many distractions around him, still got time to go sit down to read about the unicorn now? Or it is something he's read in his preparatory or primary days or somewhere? Like, I was so amazed, as a matter of fact, because yes, mention a unicorn, I have a picture of what a unicorn looks like. But all these details, it took me just this afternoon to know. All these details, it took me just this afternoon. Like, okay, let me just go to Google to see the unicorn, like what is so special about the unicorn. And I read all these facets. Wow, I never knew. And this is how musicians are made of. Sometimes I listen to songs from some artists, and the things they say, if you sit down to analyze them, if you sit down to do reading about them, and you go like, wow, so these guys can think like this? And you think musicians are dumb? You think musicians are not intelligent because what? One day you saw them dancing in a club, you saw them smoking in a club, you saw them treating some girls' motors so hard, or you saw them doing some things in a music video. So some people classify musicians as not being what? Intelligent, as being riffraffs and all. You got it wrong. These are intelligent people. So Davcadotv has been saying this all the time, that creatives are very intelligent, like movie writers. Think about how someone can sit down in a room and create a story. Sometimes a story that has not happened anywhere before, but he's able to picture his own world, move you into that world. Some people watch movies and they cry. Some people watch movies and they get so emotional. Look at these telenovelas on our screens. People watch them and they are so emotionally attached to them. This is how powerful creatives can be. And on this note, I want to say, Shattawale, I salute you. I appreciate you. I thank you so much for this mention. I know this is not the first time Shattawale has mentioned my name in a song. This is not the first time. There is a song like that he mentioned my name in there. I've forgotten. Maybe I should have looked for it before coming. And in that song he mentioned not only me, I think he mentioned a couple of some media people's name, and the Dusty's name was mentioned in there. It's a few people. It's a Sammyflex, he'll come and flex or something like that. Yeah, you might know the song if you are a real Shattawale fan. And maybe later if I find a song too, I'll share with you. This is not the first time he's mentioned my name, so this adds up to the second time Shattawale has mentioned my name. But this particular one, the storyline is so intriguing, I could not sit down. I just had to do some deep research on it. Now, let me do this finally so I can run away. Because maybe you have also listened to the song and you love it. What did Shattawale say in the song? And I want to say shout outs to Saviola. Saviola did so well. When I called him that, Savio, your man mentioned me in the song. I would want the lyrics in there. And Saviola said, okay, no problem. I'll send it to you. So he sends it to me and I want to read it, so you get to know what was said in there and where my name was mentioned. So artist here is Shattawale. Beat was produced by Shattawale himself as the maker. You know, when Shattawale produces songs on his own, it is called the maker. And lyrics by Benisa Xavier. That is what I want you to do, or that is what I want you to know. So what does the song say? The intro says, the soul they want, but the body make weak. The soul they want, but the body make weak. They want the change, but nobody they speak. And once again, let me also commend Shattawale for the use of rhyme schemes in this particular song. Wow, the rhyme schemes were on point. It is not as if rhymes that were just sounding in your ears, rhymes that were making sense, like rhymes with wisdom. While I was reading them, I said, wow, these guys. And when it comes to artists being creative, artists being intelligent, I'm looking beyond Shattawale. Not only him, so many artists are very, very smart when it comes to writing. You listen to their songs and you go like, wow. I mean, the people who surprise me most are the new ones. When I meet some young talent and he comes and I listen to his song and he writes some serious lines, I said, wow, did you think this far? And that's it. So just even the beginning of the song, rhyming. The soul they want, but the body make weak. They want the change, but nobody they speak. And now let's go to verse 1. It says, last year, I collect money like thief. They say I finish, but I keep dropping the hits. I change the plan. I make them wonder who be this. 6 months, JJC start to the pick. I change my price like I'm doing ton-a-ton. After I perform, then you know say yapon. If I tell the people the truth, stop the John. For TikTok, them they call me Dr. Likey. And they make them laugh like Kevin Hart. I show them love and they talk the facts. Me, I they fight them if them call the shots. Peer pressure make them get last. And this is the first verse. And of course, the chorus comes in. I'm on fire. Make nobody near this time. I they tell you for fear this guy. I say I know be a normal guy. Normal guy. I'm on fire. Make nobody near this time. I go cut your Asonkuli from this sky. Do you know Asonkuli? Yeah, if you are not a guy, you know Asonkuli. Asonkuli is kite. When a Ghana person says asonkoli, it is called kite. And when we were children, we used to put long threads and we create the kite with the papers and it'll be running the skies. Will be the kite will be running in the sky. And it says, I go cut your asonkoli from the sky. Like think. Your asonkoli normally is the real asonkoli, or the usage of asonkoli is in the sky. So when it says you go cut your asonkoli from the sky, whilst you are in the air thinking you have arrived, you cut it and try to, you come and fall. I'll cut your asonkoli from the sky. It says, I say I don't be a normal guy. Now let's go on to second verse, where it says, every baby with them born them, they make a step. To get the money, just they come with your mindset. Your body they work, but maybe your brain bed. Your body they work, but maybe your brain bed. You know go Togo, how much more Cape Verde? You know one do so you don't know what be verb. You know get love, so you don't know what be care. You say you ready, but I see say you know prepare. What a fault, you don't want go repairs. Got time, but them say black magic. Them no fit believe what they happen. If you know my journey, stop chatting. If I open this for your top hell party, like check the rhyme scheme, man. Check the rhyme scheme. From like every baby with them born, they make a step. To get money, just they come with mindset. Your body they work, but your brain bed. You know go Togo, how much more Cape Verde? You don't want do so you don't know verb. Then it comes to the chorus again and say, I'm on fire. Make nobody near this time. And they tell you for fear this guy. I say I don't be a normal guy. I'm on fire. Nobody near this time. I go cut your asonkoli from this guy. I say I don't be a normal guy. Forget about my voice, man. The verse 3, and this is where my name was mentioned. Verse 3 talks about the recent happenings, Shattawale filling the stadium, everything that man is supposed to do. And that is the verse 3. And it says, I fill up the stadium 360. Once again, listen to the rhyme scheme. I fill up the stadium 360. 11 days promo. We do history. No TV, no radio, just IG. MDK say post for AV. Shout out to Sammyflex for that opportunity. Hip Life Ghana music, no get unity. My guy tried for London, Reggie Zippy. But I'm still no one see this. Me, I know they do more. All my shatters know I know be cool man. If you no one pay me, we they pull am. South London Mitchem, youth man go ask pimping. Only money where I come for. I thank the fans them do for my comfort. I know my ghetto youth, I know they do pompous. I they live my life, normal make the money normal. You day TV, you they talk say Shattawale they do many wrongs. How many times you go complain? I say some of we be that unicorns. Do you know the unicorns at all? Have you read about unicorns at all? Have you seen a unicorn at all? Ask your people about them unicorns. So after this line, they also decided, okay, do you know the unicorn at all? I said no. Have you read about the unicorns at all? I said no. Have you seen a unicorn at all? I said no. Then ask your people about the unicorns. Then I asked Google about unicorns, and this is where we are today. Beautiful wisdom. This is an artist who writes about things that you have not thought about. And you see, there's something good about Shattawale. Anytime he writes about himself from the deepest part of his soul, the songs are always impactful. Anytime he writes like songs, like when he's addressing something with his songs, you can trust the songs will do well. If you have not listened to the unicorn, go and listen to the unicorn. If you've not read about the unicorn, go and read about the unicorn. But the last time I checked, the stories online say that as it stands now, it is almost impossible to even see a unicorn. Like nobody in recent times can say, oh, I have seen a unicorn or I have a unicorn. That is what the story says. If someone has it, then that's fine. Because even in Africa, I am not sure the story of unicorns are affiliated to us. Maybe somewhere in the Asias, in the Indias, and like the story said, the Mesopotamian areas, maybe they are common with unicorns. But in Africa, we are common with horses, camels, donkeys, goats, and it goes on like that. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the simplest message I came to give to you about unicorns. And once again, to all SM Empire, I also want to appreciate you guys. To fans of Shattawale, I think there is something beautiful about fans of Shattawale. Let me say this before I wrap up. They are like magnets. Where Shattawale goes, they go there. So when Shattawale is in your good books, obviously they're also going to be in your good books. Same way, when Shattawale is in your bad books, then obviously they're also going to be in your bad books.
Ewusia yebeda obi bia sese wajibre akoti sa particular piece of information where every Sammyflex or Ebano na ya yeben artists na say creative people no yebetma attested to the fact say and some na Sammyflex ekika ni nyina no enye se obuni tim ana say ohaha na any dia kan insem because of say yebo ni din ewo nyum no dey bi it is because yenya yedim say creative people, they are special people indeed. Yeah, bim no, we can attest to the fact. Yenim say bibia weird, different. Ye nsem kan the way ebia kan asem bia the way or digest the asem no kra or the reply no ma kra to say in a way odwin ho odwin say wa nipa we no wa dwin asem no to very deep within some short period of time. What you say? What being a seminar worker very deep ban or the deep answer amount within the short period of time, especially more among your interviews or more artists no do interviews. You can attest to all these facts. And then you say some reflex a bunny team and I say oh and need the account in same big keke. Now me say the kai me be crab wo honom na kwata brikusu legendary kwata brikusu efremi ofreya minko reading about Anunnakis. Na or the nyumbi ba enyum no title no the Anunnakis enyum no about Anunnakis what you say and which of course we so bet ma go see na what should be images ni ehun say history no what you say na maybe some no say now with this short period of time no kwata ye den grabis ade broad way history way na gu ni trim ade ye enyum summarize bibia ade enyum odi kansan same way na ediba you know until we dream what we say artists or creative people are indeed special people. They are different, they are special. Let's treat them as such. What you say